Hey guys, how are you? Welcome back. It's me, your host, Hebot, your action figure enthusiast and video game aficionado. And this is another exciting episode, hopefully, of Toys in My Closet. And I know I've been away for a little while. I've been, trying to get better. I've been feeling really under the weather, and it's been really hard just to try to do even these hopefully quick and fun videos to kind of ease you guys mind and spiritually make you feel some type of ease, especially in these troubling times. Today I'm gonna do a second part to what I called before DC Universe characters that I would love to see integrated and interpreted by Mcfarlane Toys himself into his new DC Multiverse line, and see what interpretation and take he would create with his team of sculptors and figure creators with Mcfarlane Toys, obviously. So I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you can sit back, relax, have a little digital drink, and just join me for the ride and have some fun. Now, full disclosure before I continue and go forward, everything you always see on my channel, with the exception of some things that are selected few that I actually gotten, is always paid out of my pocket. I do not get endorsed. I do not get sponsored. I do not get free, prototypes of any type, of any line, of any toy figures, of any collection, or any brand, or any company. These are things that I purchase on my own, whether it's video game related, movie related, or toy related in this case. And I completely fund it myself. Okay? My kids might help me from time to time, and maybe a couple of my friends from time to time might send me some things here and there, but that's about it. So anytime I reach out and try to be genuine and kind to people in the community, especially the fig community, it's really because I genuinely care, and I really appreciate the feedback from others that do the same thing and love doing what I do. Because this is our passion, and this is our culture, and this is what we like as a community. So it's never disingenuous, and it's never because I'm trying to self-promote myself or my channel. And I wanted to say that as a full disclosure for those who might get the wrong impression when I speak to them on their channel and comments when I go see obviously the content that they provide, that is actually pretty good, and I've been following for a long time. I've been collecting figures for 27 years. I'm not new to this, but I am trying to still get better and learn how to do reviews. So with that being said, guys, I hope you keep that into consideration and don't get the wrong idea of me, because I'm very transparent. I want you guys to know that I'm the real deal. I'm not an opportunist, so to speak. So let's start off, and these are going to be 11 more figures for part 2 that I feel that would be really nice and would be really excited to see from Mcfarlane and the DC Mcfarlane toy line. So let's get started with number uno. And here we go with number 1. As you can see there, with number 1, I have the Foreigner, or Foreigner actually. And this figure is pretty kooky looking and out there, but I think that because of its different in style and its uniqueness, that it's not something that you commonly would see in an action figure line because of design and its aesthetics. I think it makes it a really nice candidate to be reimagined and revisited by Mcfarlane Toys. And it is a very good DC figure, and one that many probably don't show a lot of love because it's pretty cheap in the third-party market even to this day. So that is my number 1, or my number 11, let's say. Coming in at number 10, we have the Creeper. With its vibrant colors and eerie style and look, he's almost very psychotic in the same vein as, let's say, the Joker. I think McFarlane's interpretation of this guy almost being a diabolic serial killer would be a really nice and interesting take on what he would do with him. I think it's a different character that you wouldn't see otherwise, but someone like McFarlane Toys can definitely give it a go, and I think it would really probably knock us off our feet, to be quite honest. That is my number 10 Creeper. And coming in, of course, at number 9 is Black Lightning. And we know that we've gotten Black Lightning several different iterations. We got modern, we got newer. I think the 52, the real live action TV show, which is an awesome figure that Mattel did. I would like to see a version of that too from McFarlane if he can. That would be cool. But Black Lightning, with his cool modernization, even the 52 look that they have, I think would be, or the 32, I think, I'm not sure, I could be wrong, forgive me if I'm wrong, I think would look amazing. I think he would look menacing, he would look pretty bad asseria if you ask me, and I would definitely like to see just like I did with Mr. Terrific, a take of him in the DC multiverse with the interpretation, of course, of McFarlane Toys. So this is my number 9, Black Lightning. Coming in at number 8, none other than the beauty herself, the Huntress. And not to be mistaken from the Huntress from Birds of Prey, which looked very simplistic. Really didn't like her, really didn't enjoy her. But the Huntress, I think, would be a fantastic candidate for an update with the McFarlane touch. Even if he did this look himself, but just did it in his style, I think it would look fantastic, especially after what he did with Batgirl. Huntress is a figure that there's not many of out there, and I think that definitely having a take of her with his style and aesthetics would be pretty amazing. So Huntress is my number 8. And coming in at number 7, I know. You guys are going to be like, but he's just another wannabe Batman. Here we have Catman. I don't know. I just think Catman, even though he is very similar to Batman, we haven't had a lot of real interpretations of him in figure form, in a lot of, in any line, especially DC related. He's almost like KG Beast. I think this is the only real Catman figure available, and he came out phenomenal, don't get me wrong, for DC Universe. But to see him stylized and reimagined in the McFarlane aesthetics, like I said, this is the point of the video, I think would be absolutely incredible. I think McFarlane will make him look like his own thing, an entity. I think he would make him look really badassery, and he'll look pretty menacing and pretty cool, and especially with this color palette that he has of orange and burgundies and and monotone and dark browns. I think he would stand out really well. Catman is definitely my number 7. So coming in at number 6, we have Samurai from the Super Friends era. And this is really a really nice figure that really has held up pretty well, no matter how long it's been out and how many years have really passed by. But I think he's held up pretty well, and because of this, I think that we definitely would be excited to see a new interpretation and take on him, more modernized, of course, Even if they use this classic style costume, the colors are very vibrant, work well. He's obviously an Asian character, but he looked pretty amazing, especially with his translucent lightsaber style flaming sword. So I would definitely like to see a new take, especially to see how nice they would do more modernized head and face sculpt, because for the time, the face sculpt on this figure is still probably the weakest link of the entire figure. But definitely Samurai would be one to look forward to. So Samurai would be my number 6, takes my number 6 spot. And coming in at number 5, we have none other than the infamous Dr. Midnight. And I just really like the style of this figure, the mystery of the figure. Being a man in this dark outfit and attire, looking almost like the old school style Red Hood or Red Robin. The fact that he has the owl, that is his his partner in crime, so to speak, and just a figure that looks pretty cool and definitely doesn't get a lot of love that DC was able to give us. And I think getting a new a new revision of him or updated version of him would be absolutely incredible. I think he would look phenomenal, and I think a lot of people probably would feel the same way I do. So yeah, taking up my number my number 4 spot, right, is none other than Dr. Midnight. So coming in at number 3, a very obscure character, I'm pretty sure many don't even know, is Toyman. Toyman looks really cool, really unique, very lanky looking, but at the same time very gestury. He comes with nice accessories like a spiked yo-yo and spin top that goes on the floor that I think is used as a bomb. But just his colors alone, with the blacks, the yellows, the nice little reds, the tone of the maroon purple with blue and orange, and the blacks, I just think he's a very different and unique character that, of course, again, we don't have a lot of figures of him. I think he is the only one out there, and would be a very cool take, especially from Mcfarlane with his demented style and mind of things that he's done in the past. I think he would do a really awesome interpretation of Toyman. So Toyman takes my number 3 spot for figures that I would love to see revisited. And coming in at my number 2 spot, Mr. Miracle. Now, Mr. Miracle had an amazing, and I mean an amazing, revision in the style of the 52 with DC icons. My biggest problem, he was extremely small in scale and really wasn't proper enough to scale with the other multiverse, DC Universe multiverse from Mattel. But as a standalone figure, the figure still stands as one of the best, coolest DC figures in reimagined form out there. And as you can see, here's the DC Universe Classic version, which is really nice. It has a lot of beautiful colors like the reds and the yellows, and obviously the vibrant money green. This character, I don't know, I'm kind of torn because I would like to see it in the classic style, which you see here, which is the comic style. But I would also like to see Mcfarlane's take on it with the 52 style. So for me, I think I would probably rather get the more modernized version, but with Mcfarlane's articulation set, aesthetics, and style of design and approach in that 7-inch scale. So Mr. Miracle is my number 2 spot. So, coming in at my number one is none other than Hawk. And Hawk, for me, I mean, look at him. He's just a bad ass looking mother foe. I love the way he looks. I think he's so cool. I love the cape style that he has. Very reminiscent to, Mr. Sinister, of course. That's the first thing that will come to mind. But his colors with those light, nice gray with the nice kind of blood red that he has on his costume, and the design of the costume itself and the mask, and the fact that I know that Mcfarlane would sculpt these designs as opposed to just paint over the body and make like sculpted boots, sculpted chest piece, sculpted gauntlets. I just would love to see his interpretation of this figure. This is one of the coolest figures I have, and one of the coolest characters in the DC universe, in my opinion. That I think it's not used very much. He was in the DC Teen Titans show, and he looked really cool. They kept him very true to the source material, which I thought was great. But figure wise, I don't think there's a lot of him as well out there. So it would be very nice to see Mcfarlane take on him. So Hawkman, or Hawk, because he's not Hawkman, his name is Hawk, is my number one. My number one. So there you have it, people. Now let's take a quick look at all of them together, and we'll finish the video from there. And here it is, guys. My 11 picks of DC Universe classic figures that I would completely like and would love to see be revisited in the Mcfarlane Toys aesthetic and style of his DC Multiverse line. I hope you guys like my picks. Let me know what you guys think down in the bottom in the comments below. And, let me know if you agree with me, or let me know if you think that their picks are bad, or if you think they're not bad. Either way, it's fun to talk about certain things. And again, like I said, if you guys are new to my channel, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed it enough that you would be kind enough to subscribe. And if you did, remember, I'm really grateful, because I know you don't have to, but if you did, I consider you now part of my family. And for those of you that do watch it, if you're so kind, please share it with someone you think might enjoy the video as well. And also, leave a thumbs up if you liked it, or a thumbs down if you disliked it. It helps my channel get feedback and grow, definitely. And like I said to you before, after this terrible situation we're in passes through, if you guys are in any type of position that you can help, I would really appreciate it. If you can check out my Patreon or my PayPal, to if you want to ever make some type of donation or anything, send me something you would like to see me review, whatever, that it would be greatly appreciated, because it will help my channel grow and get better with better content and go a long way. But it's like I've always told you guys, it's only if you want to, from the kindness of your heart. It's not mandatory. And you guys can check me out always on social media. I'm on Twitter under Most Powerful Gamer, Hebot, obviously. I'm on Facebook, which I will have my Hebot page open very soon. And I'm also on Instagram, where you guys can check me out under C_respect. So guys, thank you for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed my part 2 of DC figures I want to see in the new McFarlane toy line. Thanks for stopping by again, and see you guys in the next one. Love you guys very much, and bye-bye. Wait.